Hopefully, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well. Today we will be at least starting the rebuild of the MLB St. Louis Cardinals. So this team is a little bit on the up and up. I will say with some really good prospects. The top prospect, I'm so page here. I'm just going off of MLB.com. The top prospect is shortstop. I swear it's not earlier. JJ Weatherholt. He's currently single A. His ETA, according to MLB.com, is single A. So let's see if I can find him. There he is. So as you can see, he's really good arm already for a 22-year-old. Good speed. Could get better in contact and ring power, but that's pretty decent. The 2024 first-round pick, shortstop, 87. The second prospect, currently in AAA, is a pitcher by the name of Quinn Matthews. As you can see, he looks really well. He looks really good, well-rounded, great walks per nine, good walks per nine, good stamina, good hits and walks per nine, decent hits and walks per nine. His velocity's up there. He's a four-pitch, four-seam, changeup, slider, and curveball. Typical. Fastball isn't. The four seam isn't that fast. It only maxes out at 94, but he's only 24 years old, so maybe we can see him up in this. I'm not sure. The other pitcher that we have to watch out for, though, is a pitcher by the name of Tink Hence. Now, Hence can't find in this. There he is. Rookie, 2020 second round pick. Already, I feel like he's better than Quinn Matthews. 69 overall, even though he's 2 years younger, but I think he just has overall better. Good hits per nine, good strike K per nine, good decent hits and walks per nine. Velocity is okay, but he's not a velocity pitcher. He's a off-speed pitcher. As you can see, he's four pitches are sinker, slider, curveball, and changeup. So he's all about placement. Their fourth-ranked prospect currently is a catcher by the name of Jimmy Crooks, AAA currently, 2022 fourth-round pick. A decent fielder, nothing spectacular at bat, but with only D potential. Don't really expect to see much out of him. The fifth ranked prospect according to MLB.com, and the top five is infielder Thomas Segis. And I'll show you him. As you can see, 22 years old, second baseman. Well, this is second base, but he can do first, third, and shortstop. He played a bit last year when I'm guessing during September call-ups. He did pretty well. 1 home run, 4 RBIs, only 64 overall, but I do expect to see quite a bit from him as the video goes on. So those are the top 5 prospects. Don't expect a lot. Right now, on the current roster, you have a great pitcher in Sonny Gray. He does have a no trade clause in 2027, I believe. He signed a 4-year deal with a no trade clause in the final year. Will we move him? Probably, because MLB hates 35-year-olds. So maybe we trade him. The closing pitcher is the second best in Ryan Helsley. Really good. Will we move on from him? Probably, if we're going to look to rebuild. Expiring deal. Not probably going to get much for him. Then you have 32-year-old Wilson Contreras, 32-year-old Eric Fed, who I believe they picked him up last year in a trade with in a 3-team deal with the Dodgers and White Sox. For in the Miguel Vargas, Michael Kopech deal. They also picked up Tommy Pham in that trade, along with a player to be named later, which I'm not 100% sure who that was. You have Nolan Arenado, the guy who's been here since 2021 and has been putting up pretty good numbers for them. Will we move on from him? Maybe, but probably not. 3 years left in the deal. So, this is a name where I didn't see him in the top prospects, and maybe that's because he's in the MLB now. Mason Wynn played in the league for 2 years now. Really great shortstop, in my opinion. One of the best young up-and-coming shortstops. Just does a little bit of everything. One of the best defensive shortstops, in my opinion. Great contact hitter. Expect to see a lot from Mason Wynn in the next few years. Lars Nootbaar, a good outfielder. Really great defense. Not great when it comes to the bat, but he will do, especially as a backup or just a guy that we can keep in for now. Brendan Donovan does a little bit of everything. First, second, third, shortstop, left field, right field, does literally a bit of everything. Great contact hitter versus righties. Good defenseman, good defensively. Only's been in the league for 3 years. Kind of late up-and-comer after being a 7th-round pick in 2018. Contract. We do have his team rights for the next 2 years, so probably we'll re-sign him and move him in 2027. Ivan Herrera, not the greatest at much other than contact versus righties is pretty high in this game, which I did not expect to see. Once again, another guy who's only been in the league for 3 years, but last year he had a great year. Under team control for the next 4 years after this, so he's probably gonna max out at like a 77, 78 overall. Might be good just to keep him and have him as a backup or even just a starting catcher. But there is a couple catchers on this team that I would like to develop. That being, Bernal, but with only a C potential, I expected it to be a lot higher. Right now, Leonardo is their 7th top prospect. I expected it to be a lot higher. Will you see him grow? Probably not, though. So, they do have quite a bit of talent on this team, just not anything deep. If you look at the lineup, there's nothing to write home about. And then the pitching rotation, nothing to write home about either, with only 2 people above an 80 overall, and one is Sonny Gray, 35 years old, and Eric Fetty's 32. So we don't have a lot of up and coming players. So we should look and see what we can get. But like I said, there's not much that we can look forward to. Ryan White is a free agent in this. 72 overall, 23 years old, closing pitcher. Good hits per nine, and pretty decent hits per nine. So I do want to sign him to a deal, but apparently our roster's full. Okay. I'll release Rob Kaminsky. And then we can go and sign White. There you go. Okay, so now we got Ryan White, who looks like he could be a good guy to grow. I know he's only C potential, but he's 23 years old, so hopefully we can see that grow. Now he's going to be under team control for the next 5 years after the season, so hopefully we can see him grow into something. four-seam fastball, 96 miles an hour, slider 87, slider at 91, and cutter at 94. So pretty fast. And hopefully we can see him develop into something. Scouting will be set on manual. So once we get that, we can start. But our first game will be up against Pablo Lopez and the Minnesota Twins. There is a lot of different ones in MLB 25 show. Like you can choose the PA announcer, which is actually crazy. Quick counts, obviously same here. Podcast style, which I really like that they added. You can do like a 1970s podcast style, which is great to see. And once again, you can change the podcast network. And the presentation. I don't know why I always yawn when I'm tired. Oh, I always yawn when I'm tired. Always yawn when I stream. I'm sorry, guys. Sonny Gray once again will be out ace. Some other players that they picked up recently. You look at pitcher John King, Dakota Wobi, and then Thomas Segis, like we talked about earlier, was in trade by the Rangers. So from the Rangers. Leave in the Jordan Montgomery and Chris Statton deal, I believe. They also picked up a right-handed pitcher, Matt Benson, from the Blue Jays in exchange for longtime Cardinal Paul DeJong. So there is some younger guys that they've traded for, but will we see a lot of them in this video or next in the series at least? Probably not.
The Minnesota Twins taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season.
I will admit, guys, I'm not the greatest at this game, to say the least. But we'll see how I do this. There is some stuff I use that not a lot of people do, like the pitching meter instead of the where you like use your thumb to move up and down on the plate. But as you can see here, they expect Nolan Arenado to be a number one guy along with Mason Wynn, which I see Mason Wynn being one of our top guys as well this year. They expect us to win just about 70 games, which I could see happen this season. So that's kind of what our projection is. I do see that being a reasonable projection. Is about 70 to 80 wins this season, being about a 500 team. Just because we have some good players in Sonny Gray, we have pitching in Sonny Gray. We have some good young guys in Mason Wynn. We have John Romano, I believe it is, something like that. So. First pitch underway, Wizards ball, and second pitch is a strike. As we go up on Willie Castro 1 and 2. And that's the ball. Well, 2 and 2. Cut it down and in. And that's going to be the hit.
Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. The tag.
Out! Willie Castro gets thrown out trying to trying to stretch that single into a swoop from that Brendan Donovan, who has a nice, great arm out there in left field. Jose Miranda, 284 average last season with 9 home runs and 49 RBIs. Takes the ball at bat. And another ball by Sonny Gray.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Ooh, he cannot find the strike zone at all. Will be first plate appearance of season. Carlos Correa. Oh, yeah, obviously it's the opening game. There we go. Not strikeout, but finally finds the plate. Oh, goes right down the middle. Sorry, right up the middle. And gets the first hit for the Minnesota Twins. So that goes right past Sonny Gray. I expect to see a bit more off-speed stuff. Oh, error. Oh, that was my mistake.
That was a great chance to turn two with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right.
Another guy I'm really excited to watch this season is Lars Nootbaar over in right field. Hopefully to see a lot coming from him this season.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand.
Oh, that's the ball. Doesn't go around, so that's a 1 and 2 count. Fastball high up and in. Oh, just misses the plate there.
I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
So fouls that off, keeps it as a 2 and 2 count. Strikeout. There we go. Cutter down and away for his first strikeout of the season.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had a fool.
A dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Matt Wallman digs in now.
Up it high and in, but that's too high as that is called a ball. Brendan Donovan out in left field will be able to get this, and that will end their first half of the inning.
Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Busch Stadium.
As we face off against Pablo Lopez in the opening game day. That was Nootbaar taking as he leads off out. Oh, that was a terrible pitch swing by me. Like I said, guys, I'm not the greatest at this game. I don't have the greatest eye for stuff, so. As we get a hit, yes, that's our first hit of the season. And as Nootbaar opens up, and he's out on first base. Second up is Brendan Donovan, left fielder. So we go from right fielder to left fielder. As he takes a nice swing at that. Will this be our first run of the season? As Brendan Donovan stops at second, and Nootbaar takes all the way around. We scored the first run of the season.
Really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box.
Next up, Wilson Contreras. I believe he also has a no trade clause. Whoa, that was a bad swing by me. Meant to hold up there. Once I realized what pitch it was. as we are out down 0-2. 152 career home runs for Wilson Contreras in 10 seasons. And that's a little late. Swing by me.
A really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off. Fastball, even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done.
Nolan Gorman is up at next, batting fourth. A little inside. I didn't really want to swing at that, so we'll leave it. That's really high. Is that first round pick in 2018, Nolan Gorman? Once again, he is going to be one of our guys that we look to build. Oh, as we get hit by the pitch. So now we have a guy on first and second. Next up is Alec Burleson.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can.
As that's down and away. Second round pick for Alec Burleson in 2020. Once again, another guy that we're looking to build. So this is a very young team, as you can tell. Ooh, just a bit too high. But I do see a lot of potential in this team, hopefully. Oh, that's really down and in. So I didn't, even if that is a strike zone, I don't think it was a good idea to swing at that. And that's another, as right now, Pablo Lopez cannot find the strike zone. Oh, I just can't catch up with his 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and I don't know why. Next up is Nolan Arenado, the feisty veteran. That's just a nice pitch to hit. Oh, that was a nasty curveball. Pablo Lopez, it does have a great curveball in real life too, so. But some of he's a great pitcher. Just we should be able to get some offense against him. As I'm just currently trying to battle and stay alive right now. Yeah, the last two pitches have been out of the zone, but right now I'm just trying to battle. As that's lifted and probably going to get caught. Yep. So that's the end of the first. But we do take a lead on a Brendan Donovan double. RBI double. On 2 hits. Byron Buxton up to the Minnesota Twins. Fastball high and in. Catches the strike zone. Don't expect to see a lot of offense between these two teams as it's only opening day.
Yeah, they'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone. Essentially,
Because I just can't find the strike zone with Sonny Gray as that's fouled off, as that makes it a full count. And strike out there from Sonny Gray against Byron Buxton. His second strikeout of the game. And that's a beautiful swerve. Oh, that wasn't swerve. That was just a sweeper. Nice. We're going to try another sweeper down and away. Perfect location there by Sonny Gray. After going sweeper out and away, going fastball high and in, he's a little late on that.
I would throw another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Oh, curveball down and in, did not catch him.
Couldn't get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Cut it down and away. See how he does that. As he fouls that off as well. Now I'm going to say do one more fastball down and away, and then come back up with a fastball high and in. As he still barely catches up to that. Oh my goodness. Putting up a heck of a fight here is Ryan Jeffers.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. Look at him working hard out there.
Oh my goodness, Jeffers. I'm just going to hit you in the head at this point. There we go. Barely catches the edge of the zone as he gets his third strikeout of the game. That was a great call though too. Fastball high and in. See if we can get him. Whoa. Backed him up a bit. As we're going to try the cutter down and in. Because that was a little too high for my liking. I'm going to try the curveball down. Beautiful curveball. 80 miles an hour. I'm going to try to sink it down and away. A little early. But he's a little late on that. Let's cut it. We're going to try to cut it down and away. A little early on that, but he pops that up to Win. I can't remember his first name right now. Mason Wynn. As he gets to that, nothing happens. Ivan Herrera. Interesting batting stance. Oh, that was really high. I expected that to drop dramatically. Ooh, fastball high and in, and just couldn't catch up to it.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. You know, a lot of pitchers.
Jordan Walker. Someone I expect to see quite a bit from this year, hopefully. As he high pops up to right field for the second out. Mason Wynn. Really? He's ninth? I guess he doesn't have a great bat, so you need him higher up in the lineup. If he can, I might try to focus my training for him on his contact or power. Maybe his power. Contact versus righties is not bad. But I don't think it is at least. Yeah, his contact versus righties. Contact is not bad. So he's not a bad bat at all either. Like 15 home runs last year. Under contract for the next 4 years. Could be a really good piece for us in a little bit. So maybe do focus a bit more on power. But or just at that. Maybe just contact in general. Going to the third inning. You see Minnesota, they expect Royce Lewis to be their number one guy and projected 81 and 81 record. Which is a little low, in my opinion, for Minnesota. Expect them to win around 90 games this year, maybe. Swerve. Sweeper. Why do you keep calling it a swerve? Sweeping curve, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, right? So, as we go back-to-back balls to start off, Edward Julian. 3 straight as he cannot find the strike zone at all against the number 9 hitter. Oh, barely.
So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Oh, he went around there too, so it's a full count as we're going to throw a curveball down and in. Oh, we got him too. Beautiful pitch.
Something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
This is Willie Castro. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
He opened the game up with a hit, I believe so. Hopefully we can get him out here as we get up at 0-2 against him.
0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right
Oh, just outside.
Misses, and it's 1-2.
Just saw a breaking ball down and out. There we go. Perfect. Strike out again. His 5th strikeout of the game already.
in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to
Sweeper down and away. Perfect placement there. Even if he hit it, there wouldn't really be much for him to do with that. Fastball high and in. Curveball down and away. Oh, just barely.
Well, that's kind of what you expected.
Maybe a fastball high and in.
Job of the hitter to have to play discipline to lay off of that.
Oh, fouls that off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to
Right, that's how you cut it down and away.
but that's not what that pitch was.
Oh, he's early on that. No, late on that, sorry. No, didn't try sweeper down and away as well. So I just can't please get away, but there we go. Strikeout again. His 7th of the game as he's dominating these Minnesota Twins. But he just can't get the offense. If open the game up with the first hit of the season for the let us up, opened us up with a solo hit, single hit, sorry, whatever you want to call it, solo single base hit, whatever you want to call it. As we're up 2-1. Because that just barely would have been a strike anyway, so well, would tie it at 2-2. Would that have been a strike? Probably, so I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we at least fouled that off. Because that's a strike ball, sorry. So that's 3-2. Double in first for Brendan Donovan. Oh yeah, double. As Newbar keeps fouling off as that was our 7th pitch of the at-bat. Home run! Lars Newbar! Exit velocity of 103 miles an hour, 410 feet, as he gets his first home run of the season, and so as Cardinals' first home run of the season. As that puts us up by 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Finally squared one up.
I think that was the 8th or 9th pitch of the at-bat as well.
On some other pitches in this at bat was very patient and it paid off.
Now here is
Brendan Donovan with the RBI double in his first at-bat. That's high and in. Well, not in, but high at least.
Home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Down and away. Sweeping.
And a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
So that's basically down the middle, and I just couldn't catch up to it. But not really down the middle too much, I guess. That's more down the middle.
2-2 on the way.
If that's a 3-2 count. Hopefully everyone, you guys are all having a great day. As Brendan Donovan pops his up to left field, as that's an out.
Line pulls that one down, 1 away. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
That's down and in. Oh, we got lucky there. That was not a ball. As he grounds that off to shortstop, and that's an out. 2 outs. As Nolan Gorman comes in, he was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. He fouls that off.
And a foul ball.
He hits that, but that's going to be out probably. Yep. So we get at least one more run as Lars Newpark gets a solo shot.
It's now a 2-0 ball game.
Hopefully that's a start of a very good game, a very good season for Lars.
Back here in St. Louis, and here comes Carlos Correa.
Fastball high and in.
One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Gorman throws out.
Oh, that's nice. Goes to batting cage with his dad before every game. Wow. That's amazing. Oh, but at least every home game, probably. Sonny Gray's pitching really well here in the opener. Didn't expect much, anything less. He did expect to contend. Sonny Gray did. Don't really expect to this season. So hopefully we can contend next year. Cut it nice down and away. Not sure what pick we will have this year. Because it's all predetermined already before. As they nice strikeout there. But I'm expecting a high teens, low 20s. Oh, that's high and too high. Cut it, nice pitch there. Another high fastball. Oh my goodness. As you can see some of our bullpen arms, we don't have the greatest bullpen, so I don't. Obviously, we have Helsley if he needs to come out. We're just going to call for a mound visit just to calm him down a bit. Maybe help him get some energy back. He's just having a hard time finding his zone right now. There we go. As he check swing, and that's still really high, so that didn't really help too much, it looks like, but whatever. Because that's a nice strikeout.
That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Down go the Twins in order. And they're down 2-0.
So he has 8 strikeouts in 4 innings. Really good start to the season for Sonny. As we see Alec Burleson pitch. Oh, sorry, bat. That's high and away.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Oh, just high and in.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Nice. There's a pit single here for Bolson. Nolan Arenado. Definitely. As you can see, he has a. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but apparently we got 5 runs that inning. Oops. Let's see if I can think. Brandon Donovan hit a Grand slam. I am so sorry, guys, but apparently that okay. Well, that definitely helped. Brendan Donovan hits a grand slam to put this up by 7 now.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it.
Ooh, nice pitch there by Sonny.
Contact at times. And
As he's up, this is a 1-1 count. Beautiful fastball up and in.
no confidence has to be pretty high.
Now goes sinker down and in as well.
He's had a beaten at the palm of
Oh, broken bat. But he's still in tosses to great. Safe. Oh, broken bat single by Brian Buxton.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher doing these plays. He just kept his head down and beat it out.
Nice strike there. Now we're going to go a cutter down and away. And that's a strike. I think that's his 9th strikeout of the game.
That's his 9th strikeout
Yep.
so far.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can.
Oh, beautiful curveball, but not great placement. So that was a bit too high, I think. Oh, he just threw his bat away. Oh. Is that just slipped out? Went right into the pants. Almost. That's the first time I've seen that animation in this game.
Still 1-2. Hopped up. Gorman makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Perfect. Now expect some kind of movement over at first base.
Twins, Edouard Julien. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Pick to second, and it's thrown into center. The Twins with a lot of ground to make up here on opening day.
Beautiful pitch there.
Climb upstairs.
Is that evens up the count at 1-1.
So a foul
Cutter down and away makes it a 1-2 count. Curveball down and away. Ooh, nothing.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. This one in the dirt.
Nothing. Oh,
Off the first with 2 away. Got it.
strikeout. There we go. I think that's 10 strikeouts now in the game
Twins wind up
for
striking one.
Sonny of the Gray.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Nolan Gorman. 0 for 1 so far. Simeon Wood Richardson came in apparently.
That one went
I believe he was a former Blue Jay.
the mask. Let's hope he's okay. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Ground ball right side.
Oh,
Jump
jumping throw, and he makes the jumping throw.
for the out. So up next, Alec Burleson, 1 for 2. Drilled out towards left.
There's a nice hit, but will that be a catch? No! And that's an automatic double. Oh, what used to be called a ground rule double.
bad end off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence.
Maybe that was a bit of a down thing, but
Just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Here's Nolan Arenado. High in the air, out to right. Won't. Nabs it. Runner tags it second.
no, come back.
But throws on the brakes. 2 away now. And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera. What will he do? This unique batting stance.
And a swing and a
As he
miss.
straight
That slider.
swings at a slider down in the middle.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Buxton.
Oh, he caught that. If he would have missed that, that would have been a 1. Okay, I think I'm going to get Sonny Gray to do one more inning and then call it there.
That's in there.
High and in fastball.
Goes 6'1", 205 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Next offering down in the dirt.
No, Arenado up behind him. No, don't. Good. Cardinals killing the Minnesota Twins so far, thanks to a Brendan Donovan grand slam. As Walker won't be able to get to this one. And they get a man aboard here in the 6th inning. Carlos Correa comes in. Kind of guy you want in this situation.
The former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie.
Walker, right to Walker.
And there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ball 1.
Oh, that's high and in.
Miranda, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Down and away, he's cut it. Makes it a 1-1 count. Sweeper down and away. Beautiful sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
He's almost going to throw 100 pitches. Then there's a strikeout. His 11th of the game. And expect that to be his last batter of the game. Here in the 6th inning.
Here's the center fielder, Jordan Walker.
From Walker, 1 for 2. So that's high. I swing at that.
Activity in the bullpen. Cole Sands getting loose out there. Cologne warming up as well.
This is another unique batting stance. So he. Oh, pushes me out of the way. Couldn't swing if I wanted to do on that one.
That one fouled off.
And that's foul. That knocks the count to 1-2. And Simeon, Woods, Richardson. As that's going to be out. Yep. That 88 speed is not going to be on base. 88 speed of Jordan Walker. Next up is Mason Wynn. You guys expect to see a lot from this season. Ooh, nothing here. So. And now we're going to say Lars Nootbaar, who's 2 for 3 with a home run and a single.
He's already homered in this game.
Beautiful swing though. And that's not going to be, that's going to be a double. Yeah, that's going to be a double there for Lars Nootbaar having a really great season debut. Brendan Donovan, the guy who hit the grand slam for the game to open up the game. And he gets another beautiful swing, but that's going to be out.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
George Romero comes in, expects him to do probably maybe finish off the game. Don't expect to need help. Hensley in.
Yeah. Same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time, and that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player.
Beautiful pitch there by Jojo Romero. The 97 miles an hour fastball.
Even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Boston.
Oh, just barely a strike there.
The Twins with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. And he's down.
Beautiful pitch.
Swings through it.
Jojo Romero really doing well here.
3 for 33 or something.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Beautiful running catch there by Walker. Ryan Jeffers is next. Fastball high and in. Oh, just a bit too high that time. Slider down and in. Oh, just too low this time.
This one, a couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
So he fouls that off, make it a 2-1 count. Fastball high and in. Beautiful. Fouls that off. And now we can make a slider down and in, hopefully for a strikeout. There we go.
It's a strikeout. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the
Wilson Contreras, bottom of the 7th inning. Beautiful contact, but just straight to the center fielder.
And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Woman, 0 for 2. Just a bit too outside.
Off the plate. Base is empty, one away. You're the bottom of the 7th.
That's in. And that's it. Catch. Oh, sorry, a fair ball. As he gets a hit.
At first, and next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
Burleson with a great game so far, 2 for 3. As he just laid at that slider.
First with one away. Line drive.
Oh.
Throw over to first.
Oh, he gets back in just in time.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hands, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Yeah. Fastball, that high and away. For ball 1. Ooh. Oh, that's a beautiful curveball there. Up and away.
Fights it off, you'll see another.
Forcing fastball high and in, did not just quickly foul that away.
2 outs.
Same with that one.
And that's a foul ball.
So I'm just trying to pull this little. Oh, a little too pull heavy there.
No runs, 1. New inning getting started. And now here is
I do expect Romero to finish off this game, so hopefully he can do just that. Slider, not in the greatest spot there. Fastball high and in. Beautiful. That's another strikeout. I think that's his second since coming in.
About a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years.
Edward Julian.
Emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball. Those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
Next offering is in for a strike. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Or just a bit inside for there. Oh, way too up.
2-1.
I'm sorry, another fastball high and in.
Next
Nice.
offering is foul back.
Fouls that off to make it a 2-2 count.
Nobody on.
Slider down and in.
On the ground, right side.
Oh, just foul.
Foul.
Try another high fastball. High and in, up and in.
Spoils that one, and it
Another.
remains 2-2.
Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try a circle change down and away. Now that he's so used to inside pitches. Beautiful pitch there by Jojo Amara. Oh, maybe sorry. It's another strikeout.
On to the bottom of the 8th. Now
Here we go. Herrera.
Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera. Do we have something? Can always put Pages in. Right-handed pitcher.
Time call. Woods Richardson back to work.
Oh, that's a breaking bat, but he's going to get to that.
And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look
Now, Jordan Walker can get on. I think I'm just going to pinch run him.
And it's foul away. One down, base is empty. And that is out of play.
They expect us to decrease last year's win total by 11 games this year. So they expect us to get to 79 wins. Or 72 wins, sorry.
That's the third.
Yeah, no.
Lewis
Yeah, no.
goes to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Mason win.
This is empty.
Not doing much this game, but hopefully he can turn it around and do more stuff for other games.
Swinging a ball.
But that's a good contact. And he gets the hit. There we go. His first hit of the season.
Back to the top of the order.
Flowers Nupa with a great game so far, 3 for 4.
it may be a long shot, but a triple here.
As that's decided down and away.
Ball one. Swinging a ball.
As he swings at that, but that's a pop up.
Is there.
And that will bring up the 9th inning.
Third out. So no runs here. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman.
Sinker down and away. Oh, too low.
Ball one.
Fastball high and in. Beautiful.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He did it right there.
That clips the corner.
Nice. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
And that's ball 3.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's
Fastball
hand
high and in.
right now.
Beautiful.
That's 5
She swings and strikes.
Well, pitchers have become so much
6 strikeouts now.
in that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls, but because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air over the fence, this pitch has come back into play.
Beautiful circle change there.
Things with it.
Swings through it for the
Beautiful pitch there by Jojo Romero.
remaining.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate.
And Brendan Donovan, will you get there? He does, and that will do it. St. Louis wins their opening day match against the Minnesota Twins 7-0 after a grand slam by Brendan Rodgers. And we never got to see him. Once again, I'm sorry for that, guys. Sonny Gray went 6 innings with 4 hits, 11 strikeouts. Donovan had 5 RBIs that game, Brendan Donovan did. So that's huge. Okay. Okay, so we swept the Minnesota Twins. Then we lost 2 of 3 against the LA Angels, and now we are 1 win away from sweeping the Boston Red Sox. But we need to set our scheduling assignments. So we have the 5th overall pick. Okay, did not expect that actually. Okay. Well, we will. You, and you. We do sweep the Boston Red Sox. Now we're going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates, as we win 2 of 3 against them. Philadelphia, we win, or lose 1. Go back to our scouting spin. He's ranked 3rd in the class. He's ranked 6th in the class, and he's ranked 2nd. We'll go another week with him. And we lose the series against the Philadelphia Phillies. We get swept against the Houston Astros. Against the Mets, we win 2 out of 3 so far. And I can't. I thought it. Done it. Okay, and we win this 3 out of 4 against the Mets. And we win 2 out of 3 against the Atlanta Braves. Okay, now we have. He is ranked 3rd. He's ranked 40. We ranked him 48th. Ouch. Okay. And he's like 123rd. Ouch. Okay. Let's try this picture here. And you're like 3rd, so you might. Great contact. Great contact hitter, great vision, and good arm strength. You could be you could probably. Andres de Villa. Get swept against Milwaukee, win 3 of 4 against Cincinnati, and then lose back-to-back games against the Mets. I found one of the 2 guys were taken, so let's focus on later on in the draft. Going to scout position. Going to scout first base in the Western. We lose 2 against the Mets and win 1. Then we do same against Penguins. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Hey, babe. Then we win and lose 1 against the Washington Nationals. Good stamina, good home runs per 9, good pitch break, and he's like second in the draft. So hopefully, on just this Davila falls to us. If not, we do need another guy, and I'm gonna try. As we are just starting to lose more games and more games. Not great, but not bad either. Billy Johnson, not bad. Definitely not as good as like Davila, but if Davila doesn't fall to us, he's not a bad option. Actually, you and you're still. I'm gonna go to Central. We're just losing more and more. But we get back-to-back wins against Arizona. We're ranked 16th. You're not bad. Go you, and then we'll just go international. We sweep the Arizona Diamondbacks, but get swept against Baltimore. Win 1 against Texas, lose 1 against Texas. Not terrible, but not great either. Okay, so at least we have some guys that we can draft. Love you too, babe. Then we won against Texas. So we won 2 of 3 against Texas. Against Kansas City, we lost 2 of 3. Dodgers lost. When we won against the Dodgers, nice. No, I think I should just go prospects with the scout. I'm just gonna go near where we would be. Saying, I'm gonna scout you, Jordy Franco. Lose. Get swept against the Blue Jays. Win against Milwaukee. Lost against Milwaukee. You're not that great. As we get swept. No, we win 1 against Milwaukee. As you win 2 or 3 against Chicago, and win 2 so far against Cincinnati. Not bad, not great, but I need more on you. Lost against Cincinnati. Then we win 2 and lose 2 against the Cubs, and win 1, lose 1 against Cleveland. And we lose 2 against. Win that against Pittsburgh, and we win 2 or 3 against Pittsburgh. Lose against Cubs, and win against the Cubs. 1-1 against Cubs. Not bad, but you're mainly a defensive left fielder. Yeah, I think I'm going to trade Fenton Gray. Ryan Helsley, no, you're doing well. Coutures, you're doing okay. Eric Fed, you're doing meh. Mason Wynn, you're doing really good. I like it. I like seeing it. 281 for. Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna trade. Where can I do the training then? Training, here we go. Mason Wynn. You're gonna focus on weight room. Get swept against. Oh, here's the draft. Okay. So, the top guy that we'll probably want is DeViller. I'm looking at this, right? Oh, I didn't really scout Julian because I liked DeViller more. If we can't get him. What that does is that will put Billy Johnson over him. You're not bad. Joe Rockwell, not that contacted. Great contact hitter is also Rich. Draft ranked 6th, but we ranked him 53rd, so if we can get him, that would be great. Usually you want, with their draft rank is lower than our draft rank. Like this, they expect to go 120th, 4th. We could get them at 100th. Right, let's see what I do in the draft. See how the draft does. Okay, so the top guy I want in this draft is going to be Andres DeVillar. Good potential. Billy Johnson is going to be like a safe second pick. Or Nino Rubio is going to be a safe second pick, sorry. Let's see, I'm just going to put you there. Then you have some players like Joe Rockwell. If I can somehow get him in the second round. Or Rob Huntley, even Russell Rich. If I can somehow get him in the second round, that would be great. I doubt any of them fall to the second round. Number 1 draft pick, Marco Ramirez. To be honest, wasn't even looking at him, so fine with that. Number 2 pick, Ken Irving. Was looking at him. He did not look that great. Sorry, he didn't look that bad at all. Did wish we could pick him, but I think I'd rather have Ivar. Ryan Ferreira, who didn't look that great, but I'm 1 pick away from getting the guy I want. So. And Doug Chesnick goes, so I'm going to pick up my number 1 guy here in Andres DeVillar. 5'10", 199 pounds out of Venezuela. 90 has the potential of getting 99 contact versus righty, 90 contact versus lefties. Currently, great contact versus righty, so gonna draft him. On just the Villar, I could really expect to see great things out of him. Now let's see. And none of my prospects lasted the second round. Cool. Amazing. Love when that happens. They expect him 19th. So we could go Johnny Vedberg. Potentially good contact guy. Yeah, strapped him. Yeah, good hits per 9. Strikeouts per 9 could be good. His walks per 9 walk, but his walks, home runs per 9 could definitely use a lot of work. But we'll see how he does when we offer him contracts. Professional could be a great fielding shortstop. Of course, none of my other guys last. Let's go with the guy who we expect to be in the top 100. The final pick, gonna go 6'5" first baseman out of Canada. Sure, why not? You can only sign somebody if you see where it says motivation to sign. If that's over 50%, you can sign someone. And you kind of want it as high as possible. So the higher the motivation to sign, the chance you have. There we go. I'm getting a first round pick to sign. Perfect. We're starting to win games now, which is nice. Sometimes I do like to go multiple, so I can get like this. He's doing really well, so I do want to extend him. I do want to see what I can get for Sonny Gray. We'll probably go one season in this. I want to click anyways. Probably go one season. Now, who do I want? Wolby, I'm pretty sure they got in that trade with the Rangers for Montgomery and Stratton. So, Kevin Williams looks like he could be good, and he's only 25 years old. I do want to try to get him. And the guy that we signed in free agency is doing really well in AA, so I really like that signing. Well, trade him Pozo because we have Ivan Herrera. Sure, we'll send him off. No, actually we'll send Igor off. He's 26. Not really expecting much from him. We are picking up Gavin Williams, who can be a really good guy for us in the next couple of years, under team control for the next 4. And they're picking up a guy who can just be that number 2 or 3 guy in their lineup. Oh, Gavin Williams, yeah, he could put in there. But at least this week you also have a veteran guy who is a 3-time All-Star. So, who's done a little bit of everything. And we got that contract off. I'm not trying to make an excuse for why they do it. It's just, I think that's best for us. Okay, let's just look at the trade deadline and see if there's anyone that wants Butler. That could be a really good pickup for us. Now, what do you want for him though? Yeah, no, I don't really want to give up him. Give up Olsen, and I'll give up Rotunda. I think that's really it. There's not much else I see here that I'm really interested in. We made a couple pickups at the deadline, mainly young guys. And Gavin Williams, I believe. No. Where's the guy we picked up? There you go. So picked up Lawrence Butler from the Athletics for a couple of guys, and then we also picked up Gavin Williams from the Guardians. And Gavin Williams. Yeah, it was Gavin. Okay, thought so. Don't know why. 97 miles an hour, forcing curveball up to down at 79, which is great. Cutter at 92, 89 slider, and 88 circle change. You really do see a lot for this kid. Then we also picked up a young guy. No, it wasn't Marker. Who was it? Butler? Yeah, Lawrence Butler from the Athletics. Great contact hitter, good fielder, okay speed, could do better, but I do see it. He's a great leadoff guy. So, and then today's the deadline to sign the pick. So, here we go. This is a very crucial point of this. See how our first round pick did. I really expect big things from Andres Villar. We didn't sign this guy, but only 80 potential for Andres Villar. Wow. Okay. 84 potential for Johnny Friedberg. 78 for Eduardo Guerra. Didn't extend him, but that's fine. But wow. Okay. Not great at all. But at least De Villar I do see being great eventually, even if he only has 80 potential. Johnny Friedberg was probably our best pick. Yeah. When you already have a 79 contact as at 21 years old, you could be in the MLB in the next 2 years. So Friedberg I do see a lot potential from. That's Canadian dude. Not terrible, 42 overall. A lot of potential growth though. 71 potential, 76 potential for Abraham Gonzalez. 75 overall, but he really has 73 potential. Or 73 power versus lefties, 67 power versus righties. So he could be like Johnny Friedberg. So we have two power guys, two hitters that could really be good at first base. Two really good prospects at first base with this draft, but that sucks that Andres Villar did not pan out how I thought he would. Like, he's already good at 75 contact versus righties. Contact versus lefties is pretty good. Pretty decent fielder. I thought he would do a lot better, to be honest. But we'll finish up this season. Yeah. Lawrence Butler, 5, that's fine. And then Kevin Williams. Can we send you to a 4-year deal? How much? Oh, you want a lot of money in 4 years. Okay, about 3 years. Okay, we'll do 3 years at 8 mil. Okay. Alright, so we just signed the guys there. George Romeo. Not doing great. But we'll extend you. So, there you go. McFed. 15 million. I'm not sure if I want to sign into that. Mason Wynn. I'll extend you to a 4-year deal. Doing really well this season. 4-year deal with 8.5 mil. You're not interested in being locked up like that? Are you kidding me? When does a young kid not want a long-term contract? Like, fine, we'll do 6.5 for 3 years. There we go. Oh my. Only Gorman. 3-year deal. We'll extend you. $7 mil. Cool. Okay. Donovan. Well, offer you a 3-year deal. I'll offer you a 1-year deal. 2-year. 2-year deal. At $5 million. Wow, at least he's a nice guy. Eric Fed, I'm just not sure if I want to offer him that contract. He wants like $15 million, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to pay him on that. So we'll go to the September deadlines to see how well we do. Okay, so we are currently 60 and 78 at the September call-ups. So you can call up. Who do we want to call up? I'll call you up. You're not doing that well. Neither are you. Please, we'll call you up as well. Okay. Probably won't make we definitely won't make the postseason, but that's fine with me. We're expected to lose around 90 games this season, and that's exactly what it looks like we're going to lose around that. So, because we're 71 and 85 right now, and we have 6 games left. So, 73 and 89. So we won one more game than we expected to win, which is what's fine with me. We'll see how our team did. Awards. You won an award? Oh, Lars Newbar won a Gold Glove. Nice. Marcelo Luzino is your MVP in the National League. In the AL League, it's Aaron Judge. House of Wisen. Garrett Cole wins AL Cy Young. Shohei Ohtani wins Cy Young in the National League. Batting title goes to Christian Yelich and Darren Duran. League of the Year goes to Jeff Hoffman. Okay. Interesting. Cool. And Tanner Scott. Rookie of the Year goes to Griffin Conine and Kobe Mayo. Again goes to Aaron Judge and Juan Soto, the former teammates. Gold Glove pitcher goes to Ryan Feltner and J.P. Sears. Gold Glove goes to Kirk and there's really Kirk. Okay. Bryce Harper and Christian Walker for first base. Second base goes to interesting. Marcus Semien and Bryson Scott. Third base goes to Ortiz and Jung. Bobby Witt and Tovar for shortstop. Brendan Nimmo and Riley Green for left field. Center field goes to Dalton Balshow and Jacob Young. Right field goes to Lars Newbar for us and William Abreu. Silver Slugger for DH goes to Brent Rooker and Christian Yelich. First base goes to Bryce Harper and Vladdy, Jose Altuve and Ketel Marte, Mark Vientos and Rafael Devers, Gunnar Henderson and Trey Turner, Kyle Tucker and Aaron Judge, Anthony Santander and Juan Soto, Jackson Merrill and Yordan Alvarez. That's your see. That's and then league injured. Nope, we don't have any league leaders. No, okay. That's the closest we came. Didn't come close to anything, it looks like. Well, let's see how the team did. So, we'll do it this way. So, Lawrence Butler played really well. 23 home runs, 75 RBIs with a 232 playing average. A 77 overall as Nupa, 16 home runs, 261 average. Ivan Herrera, 7 home runs, 33 RBIs, 261. 27 home runs for Nolan Gorman with 245 average. 16 home runs for Nolan Arenado with 250 batting average. 9 home runs and 255 for Brendan Donovan. Mason Wynn, 17 home runs. Perfect. Great to see. And batted a 287 54 RBIs. Now, Jordan Walker, 20 home runs, 66 RBIs, and a 242 average. And Lucan Barker with 1 home run and 5 RBIs and 364 batting average in his limited at-bats. Victor Scott, but this only a 159. Michael Hellman, 206 average, 6 home runs. Michael Ciani, 1 home run with 233 average. Wow, that fielding is ridiculous. Great. Thomas Seguis, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 357 average. Eric Petty, and then that's the pitchers. So we'll go to the pitching rotation. Eric Petty, 363 with a 118 whip with 129 strikeouts. 388 ERA with 137 for Gavin Williams. 338, 5 for Palante. And 367 for Dick Hentz. Michael McGreevy, 552 ERA. Nicholas, 450. Ryan Fernandez, 466. Kyle Leahy, 259. Matthew Liberatore with a 338 ERA. John King with a 381. Jojo Romero with a 279, 69 strikeouts. Nice. A 103 whip. And then our closing pitcher with a 282, 72 strikeouts, 124 whip, and 42 saves on the season. It's not bad at all. I'll probably do the off-season in the off-camera as the Yankees defeat the Braves in the 2025 World Series. And then I'll probably do the, like I said, off-season off-camera, so you guys don't have to see all this. But I'll just show the coaching. So, let's see. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the stream so far. And I hope you guys have a terrific day. Peace out.